Home defense versus go to war. Should you have one rifle for each, or should they all be kind of the same rifle, just used for two different roles? That's what we're going to talk about today. So this is a topic that I've kind of been wanting to make a video about, and Magic Prepper just put one out not too long ago, kind of going over the same subject. So I figured I would answer his question with my own video. So here we go. Everyone wants to know if you should have one rifle for home defense, one rifle for go to war, or if you should try to combine the two into one, kind of have a jack of all trades. So that's what we're going to go into. I'm going to show you my home defense rifle and my go to war rifle and show you the differences and why they're that different, and kind of what they're good at, what they're not good at, and why I made them that way. All right, so the first one we're going to talk about is the, obviously, you can probably tell this is the home defense rifle because of how small it is. It's actually a pistol, but you get what I'm saying. This is my home defense weapon, or gun, you should say. It is an 8.3 inch 300 blackout. It has a Nomad 30 suppressor on the front. Got some other stuff, die-free, Magpul, BCM, light, whatever. The reason I went with 300 blackout is because you can go shorter than 10.5 and not have to worry about, you know, the huge concussiveness of 5.56, the lack of power from 5.56, all that kind of stuff. When you get down into like 7.5 inch barrels with 5.56, all those problems come in. This bullet right here was made for short barrels. It has a very short gas system. It's designed to burn and to operate in really short barrels and be great at it. And with this being a kind of indoors home defense rifle, that's why I wanted it to be small, so it can be kind of lighter, more compact, more maneuverable. It has a red dot on top because it's a short range rifle. It's not designed to go, you know, really far out. It's going to be inside. If something happens and I'm in my house, I'm grabbing this one, you know, red dot, short range stuff. It's got a suppressor on the front because nobody likes loud noises, and you know, it kind of can tame some of that it can kind of contain or tame some of the concussion. The flash 300 blackout doesn't have as much as 5.56, but you know, when you're indoors, all guns are loud, way louder indoors than they are out because everything's kind of boxed in. So having the suppressor on front just helps with that. I can also run subsonic ammo in this if I want to be really quiet and, you know, not scare or like super startle the rest of my family. Like, they're going to know something's going on. You know, it's not going to disorient everybody. This gun is stupid quiet with subs. It sounds like a paintball gun going off. You know, this Nomad 30, it's got like big diameter. It's kind of long, like 6 inches or so. So it's got a lot of volume in it. It's got a lot of space to trap and slow down the gas and significantly reduce the sound on the subsonic rounds in 300 blackout. Now, if we look at my go to war rifle, this is a full length, you could call it full length, 16 inch rifle. It's got a lot smaller K-can, 5.56 K-can. This is a Turbo K from Yankee Hill. It's got a longer rail. It's got more optic. It's got a 1:8 Arkin. It's a little red dot on top. So it's designed for more long range stuff, being able to see farther away, being able to shoot bullets farther and have them do more damage farther away. Now, with all that being said, I do live out in the country. I've got some land. It's not a ton. My farthest shot, maybe 200 yards, because I've got, you know, a lot of woods and stuff, and it's just not a lot of super open area, not like pastures and fields like out west or in Texas or something like that. So that's why this go to war rifle is set up a little different. It's a full length rifle. Doesn't have as much for suppression because, you know, the rifle's going to be loud anyway. I'm not running like subsonic ammo. I'm not trying to be stealthy and quiet. I'm just trying to knock it down a little bit and not disorient everybody around me or myself if I'm shooting outdoors. Kind of in a nutshell, this would be my outdoor gun and this would be my indoor gun. If something happens inside, I'm grabbing this one. If something happens outside or in the woods, I'm grabbing this one. Could you argue that both guns could be the same gun? Yeah, you could do that. You could do a red dot and a magnifier instead of an LPVO. I wouldn't do an LPVO on a home defense gun that you're going to use inside. Yeah, you can get 1Xs that are pretty good, and if you train enough and you mount the gun just right, the LPVO can be as fast as a red dot. It's just one more variable that you don't really need. You don't need the extra magnification inside your house. You can get it done with it. It's just not ideal. If you only have one and you want to set it up kind of to do both, home defense is going to be the top priority. It's going to be the most important. Odds are you're going to need it in the house more than you're going to need it out here. Because like, if you watch Nothing Fancy, this would be like a rule of law gun, and this one would be like a without rule of law. And I don't know if you've paid attention to history in the past 200 years, there hadn't really been much time without rule of law. Maybe if you're like Wild Wild West in the 1800s, you might need that gun. But unless things change a whole lot, this gun's going to be the one that you're probably going to be more likely to use. So set it up to be priority. You can put a magnifier on the back if you want. A lot of them come with quick detach. I like the quick detach because I can move it from one rifle to the other. But red dot optic, main priority on a home defense gun. Both of these guns have lights on them. This one is a Surefire, like a 1-cell Surefire. That's a 2-cell Streamlight. It doesn't matter which one you use. It doesn't matter the brand. They're both good. They're both super powerful, whatever. This one is going to be more geared to, it's a smaller light on a smaller gun. It's more geared for lighting up a room inside your house. You know, if it's dark, you can light up the room. If it's daylight, you can, you know, shine into a dark space. This one right here, this is a bigger light on a bigger gun. It's got a lot more candela, some more lumens than that one. This one can shine a lot farther. It's got a tighter beam, longer distance. You can use it to, in the daylight, to shine into a dark area. It can go through the daylight and still have enough power to light up the dark area beyond that. Whether it's a shaded area, like in the woods, or like a cave or whatever, or if you're just outside of a building shining into like a garage or a shaded part behind a building, you can have a lot of candela. You can overcome the daylight and light up the dark area. Both of them have slings. Obviously, if you're outside the house, you're going to want a sling because you're going to be probably carrying it a long way for a long time, and you want to have a sling to let it hang so you can rest, save your arms. If you need to do something else, you can put it behind you, you can carry something. Just keep the rifle attached to you, and you're not having to use both arms to hold it the entire time. The sling on the indoor gun, maybe not as important or as like necessary 100%, because if you're inside the house, you can just set the gun down when you need it. You're not really going away from it. You're not really carrying it a long way. We can argue back and forth, but I have a sling on it mainly so like if something happens, I can hang it over my neck and it's still on me, it's still there. That's the main reason, to kind of just for retention. It's like a holster for a handgun. You want your gun on you, out of somebody else's hands, and readily available for you when you need it. This one's not padded, it's a little thinner, but like I said, it's a lighter weight gun. Not going to be carrying it for hours, long distance and all that stuff. The sling on the rifle has pads on it. It's a little bit better for carrying a heavier rifle for a longer distance. In my opinion, if you really wanted to have one to do both and you wanted it to be like 5.56, you could go like a 12.5. It has a little more velocity than like a 10.5 or 11.5. It's a little bit smaller than a 16, so you could argue that you can maneuver a little better indoors. It's a little bit lighter weight, more compact, but it still retains a little bit more length and velocity than the really short 5.56 gun, so you can kind of do both. I would still go a primary red dot on there because, like I said before, your home defense, your close quarter type stuff is going to take priority over the without rule of law, trekking through the woods type stuff for a magnified optic. And you can always throw a magnifier behind it. I would suggest if you have a red dot, any gun that has a red dot, a rifle anyway, just get a magnifier for it, get a quick detach. You can take it on and off, use it when you don't, or use it when you want to, take it off when you don't. It's just an option. It's versatile. It can go on and off, whatever. Just get a magnifier for it. So there's my answer to Magic Pepper's video. He is a subscriber to this channel, so I appreciate that. I don't know how many videos he watches, but he is a subscriber, so maybe he'll watch this and maybe he'll get something out of my answer. Maybe you'll get something out of that answer too. Also, if you feel so inclined, I will have link in the bottom to different parts on both of these, like die-free, primary arms, ballistic advantage, BCM, among other things. You can get everything. You probably build this whole rifle from primary arms if you want to. I'm not telling you have to use it. If you're in the market for something, check the links out. I might be able to help you out, and it'll also help me out a little bit too, so I'd appreciate that. To close it all out, just put a little bit of thought into your rifle, and the main thing is just do something that you like and use it. You don't have to change it every week. You don't have to mess with things. Don't go after whatever you see on YouTube, because we change things all the time because we get different things. We're able to. you should probably just make a rifle, stick with it, use it. If after a lot of use, you find something you don't like, then change it. Don't just change something that you've never used just because you think it's not gonna work when you use it. With all that being said, thanks for watching. Get in the gym, get stronger, get in that Bible, read it, get closer to God. We'll see y'all next time.